Hello, friends. Welcome back. You know what it is. It's Kratom Kranks. We are the Kranks. I am Nathan Luft, Crank 1. This is my esteemed co-crank.
Anders Lee here, cranking it out.
I learned something interesting.
Yeah?
And that my co-cranker can burp on command.
That's right.
Watch this. You might think maybe we had that one loaded up already. Wow.
Nope.
Burp again. One more time. This is what you're getting with Kratom Kranks.
I used to be able to do that on both ends, but now I can't. Internal organ damage.
Toot on command?
Yes. It's a lot more elaborate. You gotta be naked, basically, and lying upside down, or lying with your legs wrapped around your stomach, and yeah, butthole towards the ceiling. It's very disgusting.
You gotta be like pushing on the stomach.
Well, you just have to relax your sphincter a lot.
Yeah.
And get the anus to open, and you suck in air, and then you fart it back out. Your pleasure center, your G-spot, is in your anus. It is stimulated by you farting. So I think for men,
this true?
That's true. Yeah, the male G-spot is in the anus, in the butt.
Well, I knew that, but the part about.
Well, think about it. You've never sat on the toilet and felt little,
I just thought it was satisfaction of a job well done.
And it stimulates my G-spot.
Dr. Freud, get in here. Anders is farting again.
What would Freud have said about Kratom? That's an interesting question.
Wait, no, I have it. The ingesting of the Kratom harkens back to the ingesting of
breast milk. Okay.
From the woman. As in, Kratom gives us life. Kratom gives us meaning in the same way that breast milk does for a little baby.
I will say, the first time I ever did Kratom, I was like, wow, this is like being addicted to hugging your mom.
Tell me more about your mother and this Kratom.
Uh-huh.
We are the premier Kratom information and comedy and review show on the internet. As far as I know, the only one. So you have to watch us. Haha. To anybody watching, please subscribe to the YouTube channel that this is on. It helps us grow. It helps more people see us. And again, we have a lot of room for growth because we are one of the only Kratom shows out there. And this can be a rocket right to the moon.
Yeah, Kratom Nation.
And please follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Do it.
Will be the larger our reach, the more influential we become. That means the more influential you become.
And Kratom becomes, and we're going to save lives with it. Mm-hmm. So I think, I don't know if there would be wars in the world if people had Kratom.
New Bernie platform.
Yeah.
K, letter 4, number 4, and then A. Kratom for all.
There you go. Oh, here's a fun little, maybe not fun, but an important tip. Is 9 out of 10 medical professionals who you explain Kratom to will have no idea what the fuck you're talking about and try to get you sent to addiction counseling. I had to see a therapist for personal reasons over the pandemic, and the first one I called, they were just asking me background questions and stuff. They're like, do you do any drugs? Nope, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I do this other thing you may have heard of called Kratom, blah, blah, blah. Technically, it's an opiate. That's all they heard. And they're like, okay, before you get any treatment whatsoever, you're going to need to go to addiction counseling. They don't get it. Some do. I had a doctor from the Caribbean in New York who got it. And he was like, just don't mix it with marijuana.
It's the hardest part about explaining Kratom to people. They follow you when you're explaining the benefits and how it makes you feel, and the anxiety relief and all the good stuff. People go, wow, that's awesome. And then you say, okay, small disclaimer, technically it is in the opiate family. And as soon as you say that word, people are out. They're just eject.
Yeah.
Right. Even though it acts somewhat different than other opiates.
Yes, much milder.
Many people do Kratom and it makes a lot of people more productive and more able to live their normal life.
And it's always people who are addicted to alcohol or tobacco, and people who, after 20, 30 years of an addiction, you can see the alcohol. Like, I have a friend.
Jimmy Fallon face.
Yes, like you can see it in their varicose veins, and you can hear the alcohol or the tobacco in their vocal cords.
Jimmy Fallon's like the puffiness.
Right.
Yeah.
Kratom. I don't know. Maybe we're going to turn green in 20 years.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, there's no long-term side effects, right? You don't get the same bodily effect.
I have heard reports some people having really negative side effects, but it's one of those things where I'm pretty sure we're not trying to be flippant about it, but I'm only a little flippant.
Yeah.
We're just trying to do like a half a flip. It's kind of like shrooms or acid in that way. If you're going to have negative side effects, you're going to know like right away. Like
yes.
If you have some sort of genetic thing that your body does not play nice with kratom. If you look into those overdose things, I mean, it's anytime someone dies of drugs, it's very sad. But they'll say like, usually it's some sort of thing of like, this guy died and he had kratom in his system. And you'd be like, oh my God, is kratom that dangerous? And then you look into it and they'll be like, he also had oxycodone, fentanyl, meth in his system. I'm like, I'm not sure kratom is doing the heavy lifting.
You're right.
Of whatever went wrong.
There's that Netflix show Wormwood about the guy who the CIA set up. This guy basically, they were doing those experiments, the COINTELPRO, but the early Delta 8 or whatever the fuck it was. But they had this guy, they dosed him with acid and threw him out a window. And then they told the family, oh, he jumped. But imagine if the takeaway from that was, well, that acid will make you jump out of a window.
Let's do some kratom. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Beautiful. Somewhat surprisingly, we're on episode 3, and we haven't done Super Speciosa of any kind. And this is one of the big boys of the kratom market.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to say, I don't know if I've ever actually had the Super Speciosa brand.
You know why? We were talking about this. It's because Super Speciosa is not one of those brands of kratom that you can buy in tobacco shops, head shops.
Well, but I do buy some online, but you were saying that the way to purchase this is somewhat difficult.
There was a time, now the legality is established and you can pay with a credit card, but there was a time where they were really asking people to buy crypto as a way to get around the credit card companies. To my everlasting shame, I have $5 worth of Bitcoin.
Okay, and how many Bitcoins is that? That's like part of one?
0.00001.
Oof, god damn. I remember someone telling me in 2013, buy this thing for $5 and you will be a millionaire in 5 years, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, you never know.
20 years.
You never know. Dollar could fall out.
I mean, the fiat dollar.
Whatever. Yeah, Dennis Miller over here.
All right, Chachi. It's fiat currency, Chachi. All right. That was really good.
About Danny Miller?
Whatever you were about to say could be actually very shady towards Dennis Miller.
I legally cannot criticize him in public.
That's not concerning at all.
No.
This is Super Speciosa. That's just what it's called. So this is, I thought, what better way to review Super Speciosa than getting their strain. It's called Super Speciosa from Super Speciosa. If you're going to get, it's like a restaurant, if they say on the menu, this is a house specialty, I always order that because they want to be judged by that food. That's the food I'm going to get. What is it? Does it even say what's...
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What strain? We know it's super.
No, they don't say anything about this.
It's just, we're just plumbing in the dark here.
It's because a little bit of kratom gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Kratom gets everywhere.
It's like sand times 10 because it is like airy in a way. It's like mist almost. It gets and it's even more fine than sand, so it gets stuck in things and will spill and cover you in it. Okay, water slide, right? I'm putting some on the globule of water and letting it slide down. Is that it?
Putting some water on your tongue.
Okay.
Put it on there. Tilting your head back, more water sliding it down. Your problem last time was you didn't tilt your head back. So just kind of, the gravity wasn't working as well as it should be. And take a little bit more water. More water. Keep your head tilted back, and then just let it water slide down.
I swallowed it again. Okay.
Way better than last time, though. Last time you were gagging. Yeah.
I got some on your carpet. I'm sorry. It feels like sort of a green, and I would judge from the color that that's a green.
Look at how it goes. Look, there's just a tiny little bit.
It really
it
becomes smoke. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
It's all over the table. While we clean up, we'll see you in a few minutes, and we will review Super Speciosa by Super Speciosa.
I'll be right back.
I'm just a bell, and I'm cranking here on Capitol Hill. Welcome back. We've come to the conclusion that it is an upper.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're thinking maybe a yellow, because I got white vibes. Because I get like up. White always makes me like bow.
Yeah.
But Andrew's thought more of a yellow, and I'm not as well versed on yellows.
Yeah, a yellow kratom is between green and white. It's an upper, but it's with a little. So white usually is just an upper, and it doesn't have very much euphoria, whereas green is the euphoria sweet spot. So yellow is between those two, so it's a little more euphoric, and it'll be less anxiety-inducing if white tends to do that to you. Mm-hmm. You better go with yellow if you need that energy boost, that focus plunge. But the color-wise, it looks green to me. I don't know.
It's pretty good. I would say it's a party one for sure.
Yeah.
Like you'd wanna. This is for a night on the town. This is for going out. Like.
Fair enough.
If I was working, maybe I'd want something that's a little, maybe less euphoric.
I'm a bundle of contradictions. Like I can't focus unless I have some sort of euphoria happening. Like I can't come up with things unless I have some weird imagination, playground running in my brain. So that's why I kind of need green to work, at least to write stuff or whatever.
It's good.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit of it. I don't feel that much of an energy boost yet, but I'm excited to try a little more.
Beautiful. And we will try more. Like Anders was saying, it's fall. It's
fallish.
Wintry.
It's autumnal.
It's autumnal.
Yeah.
And as such, I thought, wouldn't it be great to try Kratom and apple cider?
Looks like pee-pee.
Yep, apple cider.
From Bluemont, Virginia.
Yep, an hour outside of D.C. to the west.
Did they have emus there, turkeys and chickens and stuff?
They had chickens, they had goats, they had hogs. Oh, and also there were pumpkins on the ground, and you can pick the pumpkins up and you throw them to the hogs. But they can't get in there because they can't they can't put their teeth around the pumpkin.
Adorable.
To bite it. So what I would do is I took the little pumpkins and I would hit it on the rail of the fence to crack it open and then throw it to them. Oh, they loved it.
That's so
the
cute.
Pumpkin open, they could eat the innards.
Yeah.
Seem like
you gotta fake it till you make
that
it.
much fair, you think?
I'd take a little bit more. That's good.
Okay.
You ready?
Bottoms up, sir.
pretty good. I do think it masks the taste pretty well. You can kind of tell you can feel the powder.
Yeah.
I think because the liquid is so viscous and thin. I don't know if viscous is the right word, but it's thin liquid. And so you can, the consistency of the powder is very much something you can feel, but the taste is basically masked.
Yeah. If you don't like toss and wash, it's serviceable. Here's the negative, in my opinion. I like apple cider. And I think that apple cider is something that's valuable and not available all the time. And I think that there's more options out there. You don't want to waste good apple cider. I wanted to just for this to see if it would work. But I don't think I'll be doing apple cider again when there's like OJ.
I mean, if you really got to use something, it's the only thing on hand.
I have nothing in my fridge but apple cider.
Right.
Boutique apple cider from a farm outside.
It could happen, you know.
Yeah. Apple cider plus Kratom.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So, that's that. That has been the episode. Oh, do it again. Fuck yeah. Can you burp again? He's so good. Look at how talented this man is.
It's just like the butthole thing I'm basically was telling you about. I can do it with my belly button too.
Angle more towards the camera and we'll just play out. This has been Kratom Kranks. Follow us on YouTube. I am Nathan Luft. My co-host is Anders Lee. Anders, take us out. I'm just a bill. I'm just a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.